Hello and welcome to PMP Prep Exam in a Nutshell. I am Muhammad Radi, Director of Project Metric Solution. In this session, we are still working on the planning process group. However, we are going to cover three knowledge areas. The knowledge area we are going to cover the quality, human resources, and communication. For our methodology, we usually go with the initiating process group, planning process group, till we finish our closing process group. The last session, we have talked about the how to make the cost. In this session, we are going to talk about the quality. Last sessions, we talked about the scope management plan, we talked about the schedule management plan, the cost management plan, and the combined uh, um, scope baseline, schedule baseline, the cost baseline, and requirement management plan, and all of them under the project management plan. This session, we are going to talk about the quality management plan and how to get the process improvement plan. Now, what is a project quality management? It includes policies, processes, and the procedures of the quality control and the quality assurance. We'll talk about the continuous process improvement activities. We will talk about the responsibility and roles of all the team members. What the learning objective here, we are going to talk about how to plan quality management and what the input and the output. There is other two processes under the project quality management, which includes the execution and the monitoring and controlling. But here in our session, we're just only talking about the planning process group. What the output here? The output is quality management plan and the process improvement plan. So what is the content of the quality management plan? The content, it usually addresses the roles and responsibility of your team members, stakeholders, project sponsor, and it gives some details on who has the authority and responsibility for quality management and how you do it, and who track the quality processes and how you do it, and who is responsible for accepting the final project quality, who does approve acceptance of project quality and how the quality is defined, and how the quality is measured and validated. And how so the purpose is identifying quality requirements and the standards for the project, whether it is the product or service or results, and document how the project will demonstrate compliance. So you need inputs here to get the project quality management plan and the process improvement plan. What's your input here? All the baselines here, and of course the register of the stakeholder and the register of the risk. So tool and technique, the cost benefit analysis, cost of quality, and the seven basic quality tools, benchmarking, design of experiments, statistical sampling, additional quality tools if needed, and meetings. So that's the output. You focus on the quality management plan and the process improvement plan. Of course, there's other things like quality metrics, quality checklists. And so you have the quality management plan as an output and the process improvement plan. For the process improvement plan, it consider process boundaries, like it describes the purpose of the process, start at the and the end of the process owner, who is responsible for this process, and the stakeholder of the process. And you have process configuration. It provides a graphic depiction of the processes. And you have process metrics to monitor its efficiency and the progress, and targets for improved performance. Like you what to study, I like to focus on the seven basic quality tools, which comes under seven, where they are cause and effect diagram. It talks about how to find and cure causes, not symptoms. The flow chart, it's usually picturing the process, and the check sheet, Pareto chart to focus on the key problem, histogram where display pattern of variation, and control the chart where to focus on the line graph, and run or trend, where you're tracking the trend over time, and the scatter diagram. What to study also, to focus on the proactive quality processes, where you have to make planning, training, introduction, um, I'm sorry, training and indoctrination, process control, product design, process validation, and you have to make test and evaluation. You make quality audit. You make maintenance and calibration for your equipment. You make inspection. You make field testing. If you don't do this or you avoid this, it's gonna cost you the scrap, rework and repair, additional material or inventory, warranty repairs and service, complaint handling, liability judgment, product recalls, and etc. Tips for the exam. For now, you finish with the quality. What the next step? The next step is to plan for the human resource management. So you need human resource management to accomplish your project. Now, so you go for how to locate it in your PMBOK guide. You see it on chapter 9, page 255. And again, I'd like to remind you what the last session we have covered. We covered the scope, we covered the schedule, we covered the cost, we covered the quality. In this session, we are going to cover the human resource management plan. What the learning objective here? We are going to cover how to plan for human resource management. There is three steps, processes covering the executing process group. We are not going to talk about those because our goal, objective here to talk about the planning process group. So what the output, it is just one output here. When you make this the plan, the human resource management, you get the human resource management plan. You have to consider the purpose of this project human resource management is you have to answer the following questions. Who do we need on the team? What are their responsibility and required skill? How do we get them? When do you assign the right individual with the right skills, experience at the right time? How to create the staffing management plan? How is the reporting relationship among the project manager, the team, the sponsor, and the stakeholders is going to be? Having said that, we need to know what the inputs, tool and techniques, and the output to plan for our human resource management plan. You have here the project management plan, whatever you accomplish, whether it is a scope, scheduled cost, and the activity resource requirement. And then you're going to tool and technique here. You are going to use the organization chart and the position descriptions, the networking, organization theory, expert judgment, meetings to get the human resource management plan. What is the human resource management plan is about? It is it should include roles and responsibility. We cover this. Roles, what that means, who does what. Authority, who make decision, assign resources to the work. Responsibilities, what should be accomplished. A competency, what skills and knowledge required to complete the task. And another here, two expression I'd like you to look at it. Types of roles and responsibility charts. There's two expression here, RAM and RASI. RAM, responsibility, which is acronym of responsibility assignment metrics, and RASI. RAM, it reflects by per person the following: participant, accountable, review required, input required, sign off required. RASI, it is acronym for responsible, accountable, consult, inform. More, they have project organization in charge where it display the team members detailed as required. And we have also staffing management plan, which is part of the human resource management plan. It describes when and how resources will be allocated, how team members are released from the team, can reduce cost, improve morale by reducing unemployment, uncertainty. It includes staff acquisition, resource calendars, etc. Now, having done that, what is the next step? The next step is how to plan for your communication management plan. What we do of the project communication management plan, it is chapter 10 and page 287. The last session, I'd like to remind you, we've done the scope, the schedule, the cost, the quality, the human resource in this session, and also what the requirement management plan with the scope management plan. And we have also covered the process improvement plan with the quality management plan. We covered the scope baseline with the scope management plan. We covered the schedule baseline with the schedule management plan and the cost baseline with the cost management plan. All this together under the project management plan. In this session, we are going to talk about the communication management plan. Now, what the major output is, the major output here is a communication management plan. So it is one step learning objective. We are going to focus only on the plan communication management, and we are going to identify the primary inputs, tool and technique, and the output. What the purpose of this? So the purpose of the communication management plan is to define the communication requirement for the project and how information will be distributed to ensure project success. Communication management plan defines the following: communication requirement based on roles, what information will be communicated, how the information will be communicated, when will information be distributed, who does the communication, who receives the communication, and communication conduct. The frequency, when you have to classify your management, the seniority, the functional manager, the team members, and you have to define the detail and levels to communicate with them. The frequency, how often, whether it is minimum monthly, weekly, and the content, what you have to include information when you communicate with them. What the inputs and tool is very straightforward. It is project management plan, stakeholder register, and we have 6 items here. I'd like you to focus on the communication requirement analysis, and this is the output. Here the equation of the tool and technique. I'd like you to memorize the equation to get the communication channels. And here stand for the number of the people. For example, you have 4 people. How many times you are going to communicate with? It is 6 times. It is just to plug the numbers. This number of people 4, and just to plug the numbers here, you're gonna get 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, what the next step after planning communication? The next step is you are going to work with the risk management. The risk management, so this is our goal for the next video. We are going to how to develop the risk management, how to identify the primary input, tool and technique, and the output. If you like my video, please subscribe and share it, and go to my website, projectmetricsolution.com. Go to the resources, and you will find very useful links. Download it for free. Thank you.